Hello there, welcome back. Skincare around the eyes, anti-aging skincare, more specifically around the eyes. Yeah, big topic, not just on my channel, many videos on all skincare channels. And I'm not going to surprise you by telling you, you can get some really great products for this issue of aging skin around the eyes, but it can cost you. But not on today's video, because I'm going to be sharing with you just the ingredients that you need to deal with fine lines and wrinkles around the eyes, age spots around the eyes, puffiness, dark hollows and dark circles, all of that. Absolutely, I promise you, without breaking the bank. Now, today's video is going to be a compilation video on these ingredients, meaning that I've taken the best information that I've given over the last 12 months and put it in this video, edited it for you to make it very easy to follow along and go back and forth with chapters for products or ingredients that you feel are right for you. The first piece we're going to talk about is how to deal with dark under eye circles, dark hyperpigmentation areas that happen around the eyes. What can you use? Well, first and foremost, when it comes to this area under the eye, sometimes genetics is involved, and that area shows the capillaries underneath the skin, making it appear darker. So even though I'm going to give you some tips and things that will work to help improve this area, if you still find a dark purple hue, you will have to look at using a concealer. And that's just the honest truth. Don't let anybody else tell you anything different. I've been doing skincare for 38 years. I'm an esthetician. I know these things. And speaking of being a skincare expert for so long, if you're not familiar with my channel or me, my name is Chris Gibson. I'm a skincare expert. As I said, 38 years helping people find skincare that will work for them, not into their wallet, and not do them more harm than good. So if that's the kind of content you've been looking for here on YouTube, I hope you'll stick around and subscribe. And when it comes to dark circles, I don't like people to be fooled. It's very easy to be fooled with a lot of the skincare products that are on the market today. Caffeine serum is the #1 thing to do to help shrink those capillaries back and improve the overall under eye experience. And that includes puffiness. Caffeine not only shrinks back those capillaries, making this purple and red area under your eye, it also helps improve lymph drainage to remove puffiness, especially if you see that in the morning or in the evening when you're tired. If you tend to see that puffiness popping up at that point, caffeine serum is going to be your best friend. And I'm about to be your best skincare friend because caffeine serum, really inexpensive. This is a triple lift caffeine serum. Don't worry, I'll put a link down below in the video description box where you can find this. Obviously it has caffeine in the formula, but also pomegranate and rosehip extract. And those are really great for the area around the skin as far as brightening and helping improve melanin production, evening out those dark patches and spots as well. And because this is a water-based treatment and we want to get it into the skin before we get anything else on our skin, like lotions or moisturizers or anything like a foundation that has oil, it goes on first. Okay. And you just take a few drops on your fingertips and you pat that around and under the eye area, and you let that absorb. It takes about 2 to 3 minutes for that to happen. It takes another 5 to 10 minutes for you to really begin to see the difference as, again, the tips of those capillaries that are so visible just under that area begin to fade into the background. Now, if you happen to have a lot of sun damage and a lot of pigmentation issues around the eyes or even on the forehead, really anywhere on your skin, there is a product that I've talked about before by Good Molecules. It's their discoloration correcting serum. It's absolutely wonderful. It is designed to help fade dark spots and patches like age spots. It's also great if you have a lot of freckling under the eye area from sun damage. And literally it's made to use anywhere, your face, your chest, your neck, your arms, your hands, wherever you have this issue. But this formulation is gentle enough to use around the eye area. Use just a couple of drops, the same amount as we did the caffeine serum, and pat that into any areas that you have hyperpigmentation issues. I have a sunspot right there that doesn't like to go away, so I'm going to treat that while we're doing this. This can go all around the eyes and across the entire face. And the Good Molecules Discoloration Serum, really inexpensive as well. Next, you've probably heard of something called Botox in a bottle, and that's a germline. And what it does is disrupt the communication in the muscles just underneath the skin. Now, Botox shots actually stop all communication in the muscle and freeze it. A gerline is a peptide, so your body really knows how to handle that. It dumbs down that communication just enough that it softens the expression lines and wrinkles that form around the eyes. This one by Astorwood comes with hyaluronic acid in its formulation. Again, just a couple of drops. The areas that you want to treat. The number 11 line between the eyebrows and the crow's feet areas that most people have, those fine lines and wrinkles just under the eyes, respond very well to this peptide. And just like before, just patting it into the skin, it readily absorbs. And should you decide to add a gerline to your strategy for skincare around your eyes, it's really helpful to use it at night before retiring or your other products. It would go on first before your moisturizer. As you sleep, it really helps relax those muscles just under the skin while you sleep, giving you even better effects. Link to this one will also be below. It too is very inexpensive. Now, if you happen to be experiencing a lot of sun damage and discoloration, age spots, freckling, dark skin patches around the eyes, or you're someone of a darker complexion, there is a different formulation of skincare ingredients that can make a big difference very, very quickly for those of you experiencing those particular problems. And the great news is one of the actives is an all-natural ingredient I've talked about here on the channel before, turmeric, and it works extremely well right away to begin to blend out dark areas on the skin, to fade dark spots, freckling, and even to help with those under-eye dark circles. And that is the Dark Corrector Serum by GloMelanin. Now, this formulation is formulated especially for folks of darker skin tones. However, you don't have to have melanin skin in order for this to be of benefit to you. Again, if you're having a lot of darkness around the eyes from sun damage, this is a great formulation that also contains tranexamic acid and kojic acid. It also contains licorice root and niacinamide, both of which are very anti-inflammatory and soothing and actually going to help with puffy under eyes as well. Now, the first thing you're going to notice about this particular formula is it's darker than the others that we have looked at. Even though it is a water-based serum, again, it has turmeric in it, which gives it its caramel color. Same rules as before. You would just pat that in and around and under your eyes, letting it absorb into all of the areas that you want to treat. Perfect also for all over the face, the neck, the chest, the arms, hands, anywhere you happen to be experiencing darker areas of skin that you want to lighten. GloMelanin, a really great brand out of Atlanta, small business, minority owned, doing fabulous things for people that have darker skin complexions. But again, this product is going to work well for anyone. And as I said earlier, links to this product and the other three we talked about, all down below in the video description box. Oh, the look of sunken eyes and under eye hollows makes us look so much older and tired. Yes, big problem, I know. Going to tell you what you can do about it, all in today's video. Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about two very specific issues around the eyes, the look of sunken eyes and under eye hollows. And it's a specific issue that happens for a lot of us. And of course, it contributes to making us look older. Now, the eyes are one of the first areas to show aging because we have a lot of tiny muscles around those eyes that flex all the time, creating what's known as dynamic wrinkles that over time become static wrinkles, like crow's feet and those little tiny lines you get just under your eye. Not to mention that the skin around your eye and on your eyelids is some of the thinnest skin on the body. And these areas also don't have a lot of oil or moisture producing sweat glands. So definitely the eyes begin to show the signs of aging faster than other parts of the body. But the good news is there are some very specific things you can do to help improve these areas by understanding what contributes to them and the things that you can actually do about it. And when we talk about sunken eyes, we're actually talking about a medical condition called ophthalmos. This is a condition where your eyes look like they've recessed into your head, giving that sunken eye look and giving the impression that you have hollow eyes. So then what makes your eyes start to sag and give this appearance in the first place? Well, a couple of things. The first one that we can't do a whole lot about happens to deal with genetics. Some people are just more genetically predisposed to lose more fat around the area of the eye and to have those blood vessels be more visible, which gives us the look of being tired and well older than our years. But don't despair, there are still some things you're going to do that we're going to talk about to help improve these areas. Now, some other things you might not be aware of can contribute to this look as well, and that is your skin being dehydrated, not getting enough rest, and a lack of protecting the skin around the eyes with a good sunscreen over the years. Yes, the eye area can accumulate sun damage just like the rest of the body that is exposed over time to ultraviolet light. Not to mention sinus problems and allergies, which of course I have, rapid weight loss, and then just aging itself, because as we get older, we produce less collagen to keep these areas tight, supple, and firm. So whether we call them sunken eyes or under eye hollows, here are some things we can do. Number one on the list is to make sure that you're getting sunscreen around and under your eyes up to the under eyelid. Now, I know for some of you, this can be tricky because your skin can be sensitive to certain types of sunscreens, in particularly chemical sunscreen. However, there are moisturizers and eye creams available that are perfectly fine for use around and over the eye to help protect that very thin skin from ultraviolet light. And of course, I live in Florida, so I'm always in a hat and I always have sunglasses. Anything you can do to protect your face and eyes from the damaging effects of the sun, do it. Next is obviously to stay hydrated, making sure you drink enough water every day to keep your body hydrated and your skin hydrated. Easy way to do this is always have some water available to sip on throughout the day. That way you're not measuring cups of water all the time. Just sipping from time to time every hour will help keep your body hydrated. Again, using moisturizers, in particular moisturizers that contain hyaluronic acid or polyglutamic acid. Very good for the area around the eyes because those molecules actually trap and bring moisture into the skin, helping to keep it hydrated, plump, and firm. Now, I know there are a lot of products for the eyes out there to choose from, and it can get pretty overwhelming and confusing. It does for me. So I will put my recommendations down below in the video description box, and you can check those out when we're done here today. The next thing you can do is use one of the new generations of under eye skin tighteners. This is InstaTox. It's one of my favorite brands. I'm going to demonstrate how to do this in just a second. But the way these products work is that they're made with silicates, like from clay mask. Think of a clay mask, you put it on your skin, it dries, it tightens, it lifts. Well, that same type of ingredient, fractionated silicates, are in products like this, InstaTox, along with other ingredients that help the fractionated silicate bond to the surface of the skin and work longer, up to 8 hours in fact. The other great thing about these temporary skin tighteners is that these formulas work well mixed into moisturizer and cream foundation. And of course, they can be used alone. And when you do that, use a very tiny amount. It takes the smallest amount of this product and you just pat it in the area you want to tighten. So I'll go from my eye hollows out to my crow's feet area, just under my lower eyelid. And you can actually feel this begin to lift and tighten the skin. And I can feel that getting really tight right now. And it truly does give phenomenal results that last pretty much all day. I've done a full review on this particular product. I'll put the link to that down below in the video description box as well. And in fact, I just had a really good friend email me about this very problem. Said, I've tried caffeine serums, I've tried eye creams. I cannot get anything to tighten this under eye area. So I recommended InstaTox. He tried it, just amazed. The guy is still thanking me 3 days out for recommending this product. So this is definitely something worth checking out. The next thing that's important to do is look for eye products that contain retinol. Again, there are a lot of these out there that I've talked about. Neutrogena brand actually has a really great product that I've tested and many people use with success, and that's the Neutrogena Pro Under Eye Rapid Response Eye Cream with Retinol. I know, really long name, again, link below, but it does work very, very well. The reason it's so important to choose an eye cream with retinol over just using your retinol treatment at night or your lotion is the eye cream is specially formulated with a very buffered form of retinol with much less risk of causing eye irritation, while they give you great benefits over time. And believe it or not, today we have specialized prescription eye drops that can help open and lift the eyelid, literally helping to take 20 years off the look of people's eyes. You do have to see a medical professional for this product. That prescription eye drop product is called UpNiQUE. And again, you have to see an eye care professional in order to get it prescribed for you. And of course, if you don't get the type of results you're looking for following these particular tips and products, you can always seek out a plastic surgeon or physician to help give you options on lifting and tightening the eye skin itself, giving you a much younger look. So if sunken eyes and under eye hollows have been getting you down, you now have some things at your fingertips you can do to improve the look of these. Now, I hope you found this video today helpful. If you did, please like it, share it out. It helps my channel. And for even more ways to roll back the clock on skin and body aging, including the eyes, please be sure to check out this video I've picked out for you to watch next. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting my channel. I so appreciate you being here. Stay beautiful, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you over on that next video.